Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Behind the Group podcast. I am DJ Keo.
And I am Basil Barrington, and we are back with another review. Today, we
Mhm.
are going to take a look at Silo Season 2, Episode number 5, Descent. IMDb gave it a 7.3.
Yes,
7.3?
that seems low. That seems low. Hey, basically, the show doesn't get anything below an 8, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That seems low. This show's on fire right now.
It's so weird because, like, if you look at the last 3 or 4 episodes, they've all been like in the sevens, and I don't know what that's all about, right?
That's wrong. That's
Because
wrong.
they're so much better than sevens. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just like,
See,
really, a
we're
7 for
early in this
this?
season and they're cooking already. Most shows could end on this episode and people will be happy with it.
True.
And it's the middle of the season. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, how many more bombshells are you about to drop? I'm telling you, yo, when this chick comes back to the silo, all bets are off, man. It's gonna be fireworks over there because they
Well,
got questions.
you
And I don't know
know,
how you stop that.
this is something I do want to bring up. So
Mhm,
last week when we did the podcast, I alluded to the fact that Bernard did not know
mhm.
that, Sims created this campaign to impeach, the judge. And
Yeah,
that was the case because he was like, and here's the thing, right? Bernard, man, Bernard is first of all,
yeah.
let me just say this really
Evil
quickly.
genius right now.
One of my top 5 movies is Shawshank Redemption with Tim Robbins,
Yes,
right?
that's a great movie. That's a
And
great
I'm like,
movie.
yo, he killed it there. He's killing it now. Let me just make sure I
Mhm.
have his name right. Tim Robbins. Tim Robbins. Right. Let me
Yes, Tim
see.
Robbins. Tim
Tim
Robbins.
Robbins. Yeah. Huh. So
Yeah.
he killed it in Shawshank Redemption. Again, one of my top 5 movies. And here
Mhm.
he is, and like in this episode, I realized I'm like, wow, he's really good. I mean, as an actor,
Oh, he's a great
he
actor.
is really good. I mean,
He's convincing. Every time I see him in a role like this, he's convincing. Like, you
yes.
feel it. Like, yeah, this guy's
And
really this guy.
and the reason why I said that is because when he went to Sim's apartment, first of all, he just busted right in. I was just like, dude, like
He just walked in. I'm gonna make some coffee right now. All right.
obviously this apartment isn't in Harlem or like Southeast DC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
for real,
yeah.
But and he basically said, and again, and I said this as well last week. I was like,
Mhm.
well, who killed the judge? Was it Bernard or
I
was it
think it was Bernard. I
Sims?
100% think Bernard killed
Oh,
her.
okay, but check this out. This is what I'm saying. This is why the show Silo is really sort of intriguing, right? Because
Mhm.
they're like almost like double results, right? Like so
Yeah.
so with Bernard, like when he went into Sim's apartment and he told his wife to go get the pack, and
Mhm.
he basically said, yo, you betrayed me. You made me do something that I did not want to do. So,
Yeah, which is kill the judge. He didn't want to
right.
do that at all.
Well, again, let's just assume that he drugged her. He did not kill her, right?
Mhm.
Because when he said that, there was a little bit of emotion behind that. Like, you know what? I had a relationship with this woman. I'm kind of sad. And so,
Yeah.
because of that, he maybe didn't want to kill her. He sort of drugged her and then had Sims come in and kill her. I think that's how it went down.
I mean, that's a good point. Maybe he doesn't have poison. Maybe he has the thing that knocks her out for a little
Yeah.
bit,
Hmm.
and it seems the one that actually did the work. That's possible too. But I mean, like he set the whole thing in motion, so I would account the death to him
Yeah.
more than anything else. Like he's the reason for it happening.
Yeah, so this episode, man, this was really interesting.
Mm.
Let's start off with Solo because
Silo
Solo
Solo.
Solo got he got a little temper, huh? He was just like,
Yo,
"Don't talk about my
that's
girlfriend, yada yada yada."
a crazy person. So I was watching a video about that, and the guy was making a point. And I agree with this guy. The guy that did the video. He's saying that he's lying about everything. Like
Yeah,
he's not saying like who he really is. Like he took this guy's moniker, and I like his version of events is that his father put him in the vault. But maybe that might not be the case. maybe he snuck in and he's really killed the person who's supposed to be in the vault, and he got in, and now he's just paranoid because it's just him left. Like that's possible too. Like whatever version of events that we're getting from him, we can't take it at face value. From here on out, we always got to look at it like something's wrong or off,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's dangerous for her to be there talking to him. I'll put it
Yeah.
like that.
He has a story. Like I said, he's not who
Mhm.
he says he is. I
Yeah,
truly think
100%.
that he works for the larger
You still
silo.
think so?
Oh yeah. I mean, listen. And when I was watching it, I watched it 3 times. I was watching it, I was like, yo, it wouldn't surprise
Mhm,
me if he was like maybe a senator or something like that. Just someone like, hey, you know
mhm,
what? Like an operative. We need someone in here. We know that this silo, killed each other. And we also know
mhm,
that this person, Juliet has a lot of information. Again, because Bernard knew what was going on because he had the visions from the visor,
mhm.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so it's just like, hey, you never know. Now, something else we spoke about last week was the helmet. So her helmet just didn't work, right? Or at least it
Yeah,
was
no, it's
broken
the
or
wrong
whatever.
size because
It's the wrong
she has the
size.
fireman suit with the go
Hmm.
outside helmet.
Right,
So she's trying to get the fireman helmet. That's what she's
right.
looking for.
So I guess the fireman's helmet is the same exact color and shape as the regular helmet because when she pulled it out from under the bed, I was like, that's a regular
Yeah, it looks the
helmet.
same.
Yeah,
To me, it looks
exactly.
the same, but I
Hmm.
guess it's a little bit bigger. Probably
Yeah.
it makes sense that it might be a little bit bigger or whatever. But like
Hmm.
whatever it is, it doesn't fit. So she got to get that one now.
Yeah. So
But
check
but she
this out.
basically keeled over when she got it. So
So that's what I was about to ask you, right? So, okay, we know she's wounded, so she's losing blood, right?
mhm.
But do you think she's sick from radiation poison?
I okay. And it's a spoiler about what I think about this. I'm not gonna say what the spoiler is because I know people get mad about that. So I'm not gonna say the spoiler, but
Okay.
I think it's that thing that's outside that's the reason.
What
We'll
thing?
call it radiation for now.
Okay, okay, uh-huh.
That's the
Yeah,
thing
oh,
that's
right. Okay,
maybe
okay. I got
inside.
it. I got it. You told me about
Yeah,
that
yeah,
last week.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think it's that.
Yeah, I don't think, it's just like she's hungry, like the blood thing. I'm like, she's not really losing a lot of blood. And she
Yeah,
was
it's
outside
just
for
like
a
a
long
scratch.
time, right?
It just seems like a scratch. It doesn't seem like bad enough to be fainting and losing consciousness.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I mean, I took CPR and first aid, but that's basics, right?
Yeah.
That
Hmm.
to me doesn't seem bad enough to make her just faint. But if blood was squirting out of it, like if there was more blood, then yes. But it just seems like it's kind of cauterized now. So I don't know. Like basically from and Apple TV's dark vision, it's hard to tell.
Oh,
It's very dark. I looked at it. Listen, I watched it on TV and I watched it get on my laptop because the MacBook Pro's got the HDR thing. It's
mhm.
clear,
Yeah.
and I saw it better, but it still looked like not that bad of a wound. It was a bad scratch, but it doesn't
Right.
seem like a terrible wound.
Exactly. Yeah. I've been watching this
I
joint
can't
on
call.
my I was watching it on my iPad Pro. That's the best experience. Forget about it. It's the best
Yeah.
experience. So let me ask you this here because again, I think there are double meanings or there could be double actions when it comes to like some of this stuff in the silo.
Mhm,
All we
mhm.
saw was that Juliet fell to the ground. That's it. And we know
Okay.
Solo is pissed. Is it possible someone knocked her upside the head and and she fell? You know what I'm saying? Is that possible?
That's possible. I mean, she could also be poisoned because he's the
Yeah,
one giving her food.
right.
That's possible. I don't like. Here's the thing with this show: all bets are on the table. Like they're willing to go there, so it could be anything. I do think that Solo doesn't want her to leave because he's had company now for the first time in like 20 something years, so
Hmm.
he definitely doesn't want her to leave. So that he could be sabotaging that aspect. I don't know. That's a theory. That's the DJ Keo theory that maybe he's sabotaging her or something to keep her around. Because the other argument he made was during the show, he said that the water level's rising
Yeah,
and she could solve it, but she's trying to leave right now. And he's like, "Yo, 10 months from now, I wouldn't be underwater too." Like, so the argument could be like he wants her to stick around to fix it, but that's a theory.
Yeah,
It could be just she's just tired. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like it could be
Hmm.
anything.
Yeah, that was it was silly of him to say again, his I can tolerate him. He's kind of goofy, but I can
Mm,
tolerate him. But he's like, the water has risen to like 30 floors. So it's 30 floors underwater. And like where
yeah, it's
you
a
need to
problem.
go to fix this water that's flooding everything is like underwater. So you
It's
can go.
way underwater.
Why can't you go? Solo, your goofy
Yeah.
self. Come on. Solo is
Cause
goofy.
this is the thing, he knows how to do things. It's not like he's
Yeah.
dumb. Like he knows how to do things. He
He knows
understands
he
stuff.
knows how to
He
play
just
the
don't want to do it.
harmonium. I mean, like, how do you learn that? You know what I'm saying? For real, watching
Yeah.
YouTube videos or something like that. I don't know. For real, maybe they have YouTube in a silo. Who knows? If we go back to Silo, the main silo,
Mhm,
dude, Bernard, man, Bernard is on something else. He is
mhm,
on something else, and we also know that he
mhm.
now knows that Sim's wife did some like okey doke,
Yes.
and
Yeah,
you
he
know,
knows that the wife is the real problem and not Sims.
yeah.
Sims is a bit player. He's just following orders. His wife is the juice. She's the battery in his back getting him to do things. So he knows that now.
Yeah.
So like something could happen to her. I'll put it like that. That I feel she's in danger because he knows that she's the one that hit those guys. So
Yeah.
that's a huge problem.
So you
And
have,
the other problem is that she knows things because she was the orator,
yeah,
so she knows a lot.
right. And she helped out the mechanics. Even
Yeah,
though they still got caught. Well, no, they didn't get caught. She
no, they get
actually
caught.
helped
They
them.
got away, but he's
They got
jacked
away.
up.
Oh
Was it Knox?
man,
Knox is jacked. His back is jacked.
dude, that
Right?
like wire came and slapped him on the back. I was like, dude, forget roots. You know what I'm saying? You just got like whipped with like a metal,
Yeah,
whip
hey, that could
for
cut you in
real.
half. That's serious, man. That would
Listen,
cut you
man.
right in half.
So we have that, and here's something else, right? So Walker
Mhm.
and what's the other woman's name? The
I forgot her name.
Walker
The
and
black
let me
chick.
yeah, let me tell you right now. I got it up right here. No, it's not.
It's Carla.
Let me see here.
It's Carla. Carla's the name.
Okay, so
Mhm.
did Walker and Carla had a relationship at some point?
I think that was clear as day, man.
You're
That was
not
clear as
you're
day.
not
They're
kissing
in love,
you're
man.
not kissing a
It seems
friend
like
on the
this.
lips long like that. You know,
Yeah, that's not how
it's
that
just
works.
like you're
You know,
my
you give a
buddy.
pound like, yo, what's up, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
you know what I'm
yo, peace
saying? Like,
out. Like,
fist bump, like, yo, wish me luck. She smacked one on the lips, and I'm just like, okay,
yeah,
some of this stuff is
that's her
starting to come out.
girlfriend, man. But
Mhm.
I knew that from when she came to when they were in jail at the beginning.
Oh, right, right,
I
right.
think it's the
Hmm.
beginning of the season. They're in jail. The way they're
Hmm.
talking to each other, I'm like, oh, that's her girlfriend, man. Like, stop it. Like,
Yeah. So,
that's
so,
that
y-
thing.
so Bernard is pissed off because he's like, listen, you
He's
started,
losing the silo.
yeah, you started the camp, but he's going to kill a lot of people before he does. A lot
Bro,
of
he's gonna
people,
murder a lot of
you
people.
know,
Get this thing done.
for
To get
real.
it back under control, he's gonna have to kill a lot of people. Like
That's
he just
that's basically,
too many people.
that's in the pack, when something goes down, blame it on mechanical and kill everyone.
Yeah, he said prepare for war. That's when something goes wrong. Prepare
Yeah,
for war.
for real. And
And
Sims is flailing. I mean, Sims is like he thought he was going to be the shadow. I don't know. Is the shadow a
because he
better
could be,
position
I
than the
think the
judge?
power's in the mayor. So he wants to be at least the mayor's aide, shadow to the mayor. Like he wants to be in power. And by him being judge, he learned the hard way that there's no power in judge. You just rubber stamp stuff. You do what they tell you to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that burns him because when he's reading the thing to him, and when that I think his secretary was telling him stuff, he's like, "Man, I've been here for 15 years, man. I know what it
I
is.
know
Like,
how
stop
he
it."
said, I know how this stuff works. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh
yeah.
my
He did the common
goodness.
voice. I know how
Come
it
on,
works.
come on, Common with the
Stop it,
voice.
man.
I know how this stuff works. But
The
Sims
Chicago accent, like,
he's flailing, he's losing it. His wife is
yeah,
about to be gone. Um,
bro.
you know, um, and again,
Mhm,
Bernard, It seems like you don't want to cross him, and Sims crossed him. So he's like, you know what? Okay, you crossed me. Boom, you made me do something I didn't want to do, as in
Mhm,
kill the judge because I had a relationship with her. Okay, I'm gonna
mhm.
make you judge. You're gonna be right where I want you to. And then at
Yeah,
some
you can't
point,
leave, you stuck.
at some
Dude, she
point,
was drinking for a reason, man, like,
yeah,
so
for
let's
real,
just be clear here.
you know,
I think being part of it was being the shadow to Bernard in IT, that was a problem, and I think being a judge was a problem.
yeah,
Because you got rubber stamp, you gotta go outside or whatever the rulings are for a lot of stuff that you think is wrong, you still gotta rubber stamp it because they tell you to. Like, so stuff and you can't do anything about it. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a fake position. Like,
yeah.
it doesn't really mean anything, but you're just there. So I think that takes a toll on a lot of people that have that job. And clearly it did with the judge. And Sims is feeling it right now. He's not doing well. He don't
He
like this at all.
he knows that he screwed up big time, When
Yeah,
oh
listen
listen,
to his wife though. Hey, that's
when
the
oh
thing. He
exactly
screwed up listening to his wife. That's what happened.
when Bernard walked into his crib unannounced, I was like, it's over
Hmm.
for Sims. The only way he can recover is if he actually kills Bernard. Think about it.
Yeah,
There's nothing
yeah.
else he can do. He has to kill Bernard, right? Bernard is the
Hmm.
person with all the power. If Bernard is gone, then other
Hmm.
things can happen, right? So I'm just
Hmm.
like, whoa. So do you think that he's going to send? Well, Walker got away, but the other woman, you think he's going to send her out to clean or what?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, she's done. She's done for. She's gonna go walk outside.
You think you
There's
listen?
no
You
way.
you think he's
Yeah,
going to put the?
they're gonna try and make all three of them walk outside. Walker, I think she slipped by because, like they said in the show, she's been locked up in her apartment for
No one
so
knows for
long that
25
everyone
years.
forgot
Damn.
what she looks like. They don't even remember her.
Right.
Like, she's just an old lady walking by. Like, see, when they had that roadblock and she just stepped right over them and walked back downstairs, I was like, oh, she's safe. She's good to go. No one remembers her.
No one. Yup.
She's the
I was
old lady
like,
walking by. Like,
she's like,
I'm just trying to get home.
but then
Like,
where is she gonna go? Because even like with Knox and old girl, when they just swoop down
mm,
like, maybe 30 or 50 floors where they were, they
they're
still
gonna
have
kick
like
the doors in.
75, 100 floors to go.
Jade, it's not ideal. This is the problem for being in a silo. There's nowhere for you to go. You can't, like, I'm gonna go to another silo. Like, there's nowhere for you to go. This it. Like, you can't hide. You gonna hide for the rest of your life? Like, how? Like,
And
that's not a thing.
and again, like I said, there are no elevators. There are no
You're not getting
elevators.
out.
Yeah. So it's like, so with the silo, you
Mm.
basically have three levels. You have the upper level. That's where, that is,
The
right?
heighty tighty, up to
Right,
do, well to
exactly.
do is up there.
You have the mids, and it
Mm,
seemed like, and then you have the lower levels. And then after that, you have the down deep, right? It seems
mm.
like if you're on the lower levels, you really don't come up to the upper levels. That's crazy. I mean, if you're on
That's
like
a hell
level,
of a walk,
if you're on
man.
level two, what are you doing? It's taking you 3 days just to get up to like level, 150, which is where judicial and everything
Mm,
else is, right? If you're in the
yeah.
mids, you're not really going down to lower level, not unless it's some like crazy things you can do down there, like, bars and stuff like that. I don't know, right?
Mm. There
Um,
has to be CD underground down there.
yeah,
Like the plumber guy, like, he knows things.
right.
Follow that guy. He's going somewhere.
Exactly. So I don't know how like Knox and old girl is gonna get back to mechanical, but
Mm.
I mean the silo now knows that they're in mechanical, and it would not surprise me if, they sent a bunch of raiders down to mechanical and
They
just
I
cleaned house.
guarantee that's the plan, is to send raiders down there and
But
to wreck shop.
but can they? Because mechanical basically keeps the lights on, keeps the silo running.
Well, another thing from the show, which I think was excellent, is that they're like, every area thinks they're the most important part of this thing, and we're the
Hmm.
ones keeping this thing afloat. Everybody believes that.
Mm.
And I think mechanical, I think probably half would get in line the second stuff. Probably more than half would get in line instantly if they were like, "Hey, we're gonna start kicking in some doors." They will point out who the bad people are, the evil doers. They will point them out immediately
you know.
and get back to work. Just the way Walker yelled at them when sprayed the water, and they're like, oh, "Okay, let's get back to work." Like, they don't have it in them.
Yeah.
This is their life, man. They're not dogs. They don't have it in them. There's no dog in them. They just get back to work. They do their job and shut up.
Okay, so one more thing before we wrap this up. So the guy who was hidden away when
Hmm.
Billings and the other like sheriff went down and they took this like
Hmm.
I don't know a
I
billboard.
did. His story is compelling, man. I
Who
want to know what happened
who
to
put him
him.
in there? Who put him in there? Who placed him in
Who
that
got him?
hole?
You got him in there. I think I think it was niece. Was that lady that was trying to get him food? Was it his niece?
I don't
'Cause
know, but
they started in the cafeteria.
mhm.
There
but
was
he,
there was this girl that was getting him food,
oh
and
right,
they
but he's
realized like he's related. I think
r-
she's the one that got him down there.
right the black chick, right? So, but check this out,
Yeah,
right? It's just like so, but dude, he's about to die. He's like really
yeah.
screwed up.
Well, because this has to be like 2 days ago. When did this thing happen? It's like fairly recent.
Episode 3.
Yeah, but
You know
I
what I'm
mean, like
saying?
in
So
in
2 weeks
terms of
ago.
the silo timeline, I think it may be a day or two ago. It has to be fairly
mm,
recent. And the thing with because um what's her name? Juliet.
hmm
Juliet is she's like, I gotta get back to the silo in 2 days, or this thing is gonna explode, right? So I think it has to be in that timeline of it hasn't been that much time has gone by. It has to be maybe a day or two. Like
Yeah,
everything's just bang, bang, bang. I think I don't think it's been a long time. I think it's real short. So that's why like he's still hurt up. No one's even bothered to help him yet because he just got there. But I don't think he's gonna make it. Well, we'll see. He might not make it, but I'll be asking him questions and then I'll play dumb because at least they're not doing like a breathalyzer or some kind of not breathalyzer, but like a some kind of test to see like a lie detector to go
right.
see if their people are lying, what they know and they don't know. They take everybody at their word. So
Yeah,
uh it's got to be you can get by knowing things and playing dumb in the silo apparently. So
yeah,
I think that's the best thing. I want honestly, I would want to know. I don't want to be dumb. I would like to know
yeah.
what's going on down there.
And here's the thing. Here's the other thing too, and we're gonna wrap this up.
Hmm.
We're only on episode number 5. That is it.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. This
It
show is
is
crazy.
crazy. And the whole like ratings in the sevens, again, I don't quite understand that because
That's some BS right
it
there.
just seems to me
That's some
that
haters.
it seems like it, right? Because every like the 5 episodes we've reviewed,
Mhm.
it's just like layering on top of each other. And I'm just like, okay, this is like, dude, I was even thinking about the reviews, the ratings I gave past episodes. I was even thinking about changing those
Yeah, I thought about that too. I was like, dude,
because I
am I
was
going
like,
too low?
well, this all may be out of 5 episodes. I may have 4 tens. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna
I
check that out
this is
again.
a This is high. It's high up there.
It's
I
high
like
up
this
there,
show a
man.
lot.
We are talking about Silo season 2, episode number 5, Descent. Keo, what are you gonna rate this episode?
I give this episode a 10, honestly, because I have more information about where this season is going, and I think they knocked this one out the park. And as far as I can tell, like this show is they're on solid footing. It seems like the writing is great. It seems like they're going in the right direction, and they're giving us stuff every episode. It's not like there's an episode where they're sitting in the hallway and just talking about old episode. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they do those box shows where it's just nothing's happening. It's
Yeah,
just a waste of an episode just because they got 24 to write.
not
These
here.
guys, every episode so far has been knocking out the park. I'm
Fire.
thoroughly enjoying this show, and every episode I'm happy and I want more. So for me, it's a 10 right now.
Yeah, I am also giving this a 10. You alluded to the fact, and you just did just now, but you alluded to the fact that when you look at Silo, like this is kind of like a blueprint to like how you should create
Mhm.
sci-fi series, right? Don't like don't drop off like 2 or 3 episodes. Keep it going. I mean, it's
Strong
sci-fi.
every episode.
Sci-fi is exciting. Sci-fi is moving.
Mhm.
Keep it going. And
Mhm.
even though, and here's the thing, right? We're getting exciting episodes and we're rating them 10. and
Mhm.
it's just dialogue. It's no
Yeah, there's
shooting.
not a lot of crazy stuff happening
Right.
this
It's no,
episode. Like,
it's no
it's good
shooting, there's
talking.
no killing, any of that stuff. Is just like, wow, okay. So, and again,
Mhm.
we're only 5 episodes in. So I gave it a 10. Keo gave it a 10. It's available on Apple TV Plus. Go check it
Mhm.
out. Well, there you have it. Thanks for checking out another episode of the Behind the Groove podcast. I am Basil Barrington.
I am DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.